What's up, guys? Welcome to today's video. We're wrapping up turkey seasons all across the country. We're starting to kind of get into the summer time frame. We're getting out, we're shooting our bows, we're practicing. Hopefully you're able to do the same. And so one video that we wanted to do, and we kind of spent all fall filming this, is basically our experience with broadheads. And so we wanted to do a comparison video of several different fixed blade broadheads and several different expandable broadheads, and actually show how those worked on deer, live deer. You can shoot through all the gel that you want to shoot through and all the blocks and hard obstacles and everything, but until you shoot actual live deer with it, it's hard to really get a good idea of how those broadheads are going to perform. So in this video, we're going to do exactly that. We shot multiple deer, and we took our time examining blood trails, entry holes, exit holes, the condition of the broadhead after we shot the deer. And so we just we took our time doing that. We want to show you guys our experiences. So first, I want to kind of hit on some of the designs of these particular broadheads before we get into the meat of the video. So in general, mechanical broadheads we'll go over first. So this particular broadhead is a G5 dead meat, probably one of the more popular options for mechanical broadheads on the market. And so this is a rear deploying broadhead. So basically the design of this broadhead, when it hits the deer, it's going to catch the front of this blade and it's going to deploy. In general, this is going to leave a big entry hole and a big exit hole. Now, the design of a mechanical broadhead is going to take more kinetic energy to get a pass through. So in general, you're not going to get as good a penetration with a mechanical broadhead versus a fixed blade broadhead. Now, generally you're going to get bigger entry and exit holes as a general rule of thumb, and you would think that that's going to give you more blood loss. So the design of these is typically going to give you better arrow flight. It's easier to achieve close to field point accuracy with a mechanical broadhead versus a fixed. So those are kind of the pros and cons of mechanicals. Now, this would probably not be the best option if you're a shooter with lower poundage and a shorter draw length. You may want to look at a fixed head option. So that is one of the broadheads that we tested in the video. Now, as a general rule on your fixed heads, typically less chance of getting any type of failure on these. In general, it's tougher to get good arrow flight with these. It's not hard to achieve good arrow flight, but it's going to take a more precise tune on your bow to get field point accuracy. But with the design of these, it's basically impossible for anything to fail unless you have some kind of breakage, which I've never had with a fixed blade. It's just a solid option, especially for shooters with lower poundage and shorter draw lengths. You're typically going to get a little bit better penetration with these. So for the two arrows that I tested in this video, I tested this is a Victory Rip TKO. This arrow sits at 472 grains at about 19% FOC. And then I also tested this 4mm Axis, which is a little bit less. It's somewhere in the 463 neighborhood, I want to say. So these are the two arrows that I tested in this video. And then in Rigsby's scenario, he tested a G5 Mega Meat, and he's shooting very similar arrow weight. So that's the arrow and bow setup that we're going to test in this video.
Oh, I got the shaky legs. I better sit down before I fall out of this ladder. dog 7 on it. Good.
5 for 5.
Yeah. That was, I mean, like I said, just popped right over. We didn't see this one this morning. First one of the year for me in Nebraska. Want to do a thing, talk about broadheads and showing kind of results, everything we get this year. So I let pits influence me a little bit. I'm shooting the G5 dead meats expandables, and at 20 yards, I mean, it's hard for something not to zip through like this, but I'm sure impressed what it did. So, I mean, entry right here, really everything you want to see. I mean, you got massive cut, big opening. I don't even know if I can flip this heavy sucker. Pleased with the exit as well. I mean, it's, like we said, 20-yard shots. It's kind of, really, I mean, any broadhead's should do its job. Obviously, for your YouTube fixed head experts, this did deploy, if you were wondering. Only ran about, I don't know, 50, 60 yards. But, so, I've always been shooting expandables. I'm really not thinking of it as a one deer or multiple deer broadhead. I'm fine with the fact of it being, you know, maybe if it's just for one deer. So here on this one, obviously straight pass through. We got a blades a little bent, obviously not reusable. But at the end of the day, I'm willing to sacrifice one broadhead if it means I got this on the ground. And pleased with how these have been flying, just like a field tip. Super happy with them. But yeah, it's, like I said, not reusable at this point. Blades are a little dulled, hitting off the ground and all, but if it works one time, that's good with me. So pretty broadside, if anything, slightly quartered away. I get a little bit nervous about hugging the shoulder sometimes, just because, I mean, if one's a step back, I'd rather stay away from that shoulder blade and stuff like this. Mid-mass, go for the lungs, front of the lungs, and great exit right here. In my opinion, you really can't mess up going for those lungs. Obviously, heart shot's going to do it too, but took it safe here. Took my time, pulled through a shot. Great. Very pleased with the broadhead. Very pleased with everything I've gotten to be a part of in Nebraska so far this year. So stay tuned. We're going to do this every deer we kill this season. Going to talk about broadheads, how they performed, how they didn't perform, and what the result was. So. I held back for a while.
So that would be
That's the entrance, right?
That's the entrance side. Yep. There's the entrance side. QAD Exodus. Pretty decent blood trail. Decent blood trail for a fixed head. I mean, I felt like that angle, that much forward and kind of down, that I might have clipped her hard, I thought, but pretty decent blood. I mean, I wouldn't expect a crazy, ridiculous blood trail with a fixed head versus a big cut expandable, but let's check the exit. It's always funny how after you shoot a deer that's quartering to or quartering away, how much it actually is quartering more than you think. But that is number one nanny down for the year. Got everything back to the truck. Got the arrow that my fletching fell off of, but obviously broadhead still fully intact. That's what I would expect. Sweet success in Georgia. That's the recap of the broadhead and arrow setup on this one. So we'll test out a different one next time. thing lit him up. Oh my gosh, man. All right, so this is Broadhead. What? This is number 3.
Yeah.
Broadhead number 3. So this is the slick trick. This is the standard. So a 4-blade 100-grain head. Shot this buck with it tonight. I've been shooting these. I've killed a couple deer with these and been very, very happy with the results. They fly really good. I've practiced with them a ton, and they seem to fly as good or better than any fixed head that I've used. 2 of the blades are kind of jacked up a little bit, but I'm assuming that's from hitting rocks. It's kind of rocky in there where I got the pass through. But overall, everything looks good. Good condition still. This is that's the exit. He was kind of quartering away, which is, I mean, just an awesome angle. So there's your exit. Not a huge hole, but really good blood trail. It was a good bit better blood trail than the doe yesterday. Obviously this one's quartered away. Yesterday was quartering too, so different angles. Let's check out the entrance. Yep. Right there, dead center long. Pretty good hole. Pretty good slit right there. So overall, I'm ecstatic with the way those slick trick 100-grain standards. I got some of the magnums too. I may try those, but I don't know. They fly good. They do the job. So y'all let us know which one we need to test next. Let's go. Thumped her good. Whew. That's number 2. I think she just went down right there. She was about 33. She was about 33 yards and kind of walking, but that was my last shot. She was about to get out of here. There's the first one. Covered in ants. She died. She went about 40 yards. Oh yeah. Good nanny. Yep. Get this turned down. Blood everywhere. Good pass through. Stands just right up there. QAD Exodus. I'm gonna roll her over and see what I think that's gonna be the exit. There's the entrance. Kind of high shoulder. She was slightly quartering too. I knew when she was running, she was kind of digging. She couldn't keep her front end off the ground, so I knew it. Got both those shoulders. Man, I'm really liking this arrow setup. So this is the Victory. This is the RIP TKO. Got the job done. This is, blood all the way up here. This is the G5 dead meat. Looks gnarly.
gnarly blood trail. Here's number 2. I know I did not get a pass through on this one. Nasty blood trail though. Looks like I maybe double lunged her. And I even get my arrow back and it's not broke. Yes, sir. Nasty. G5 dead meat is a big doe. All right, we got a mosquitoes. Mosquitoes are terrible. We got a Swhacker review. I already had both cameras in my backpack, camera arm put up, and I was literally hooking my bow up to the pull-up rope, and this big doe stepped out. She was just kind of feeding on acorns. And we're low on doe numbers right now, so I couldn't resist. But smoked her. Swhacker. She didn't go. She's just laying right over there. She didn't go 40 probably. So we'll take a look at the results. .30-yard shot. There's my arrow buried in that root. See that bent blade, but it was stuck in that tree. There's some blood right there. Right there. A little bit more. There she is. Not a crazy blood trail. Honestly, I mean, she didn't go 40, 45 yards. Smoked her. So not a crazy blood trail. Maybe I kind of lost it there towards the end, and maybe she opened up. She was starting to kind of open up a little bit more, but pretty small entrance as expected with a Swhacker. Really big exit though. Holy smokes! Massive hole. That's crazy. Pretty good performance out of the Swhacker. I think that's a head that flies really good. Can't go wrong. You like to definitely get a pass through on that though, because as you saw, that entrance hole is not very large, but good result. Swhacker.
All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. Drop a comment below. We want to hear from you. We want to know what your favorite broadhead is, what your arrow setup, what your experiences are with different bows, arrows, good blood trails, good entry, good exit. We want to hear everything from your experience. This is just a small sample of our experiences. By no means is this something that you have to live by, but we've had a pretty good bit of scenarios to where we feel like we can make a good decision on what to use, what not to use, what works in different situations. So thanks for watching the video. Be sure to drop a comment, and we'll catch you on the next one.